No, I have a huge dick. Yes! Does anyone here not believe? Like, do I need to prove?
I mean, you don't have to.
I mean, I would never make you do
Shut
something.
the fuck up, Schulz!
Oh, here we go.
Daisy, 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 Daisy,
Daisy. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Oh. Last week, Schulz's opener, Deric Poston, said this.
Tranny porn, the greatest thing to ever happen. Miles, go ahead and pull that video.
Just like
That's Daisy Taylor. I know her.
So Deric posted the clip to Instagram, and a few hours later, this happened. Daisy Taylor shared it. So naturally, Schulz hit up Daisy.
Daisy, hi.
Hi, Andrew.
Do you want to make Deric's dreams come true?
Yes.
Okay. So why don't you come to New York and then you guys get married?
The hand is empty. The hand is empty.
So Daisy packed her bags, tucked her dick, and flew to New York City. And in a few seconds, she and Deric will meet for the first time. Yo, how you feeling?
Like a fucking Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
You look great, dude.
Yeah, I wore the white hat.
Buddy, biggest day of your life, just enjoy every moment of it. Take it all in, take mental pictures, you know? Just relax, you're gonna do great.
Yeah, nigga's crazy.
Okay, I think she's coming in.
Guys, the one and only Daisy Taylor.
Wow! Wow.
Derek.
That's how your voice sounds. Wow.
That's so cool. This is Miles and Alex.
Alex, nice to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Daisy.
Yeah, sit down.
Sit down, everybody at home. Welcome. This is Daily Taylor. Daisy Taylor. So you got me
Derek's
nervous.
daily.
Yes,
Daily,
that's
dog.
what it is.
Yeah.
Every morning, Derek. How does it
Twice
feel?
a day.
I'm sitting next to Steph Curry right now. I'm very excited. You revolutionized the game, bro. You changed it.
You changed the game.
Dude, you invented the three. You invented it. This is you're the shit, bro. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Such a fan.
Now, Daisy, you must understand that with great success comes great criticism. Like you are the GOAT. You're the greatest of all trans. And you have, like Deric said, revolutionized the game. We're lucky to have you here on the Flagrant 2 podcast. But with the great success, sometimes comes great criticism. You know this.
Right.
There are people, there are haters out there
What?
that have maybe even said, conspiracy theorists, if you will, that have questioned if the pee-pee is real.
Right.
Haters, nigga.
Right. No, I do get a lot of questions from people who ask,
I don't believe that.
yeah.
No,
I
yeah.
mean, a lot of people say like, oh, did you have a surgery to get
To add on a penis.
I wish that was a thing. I would do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I know it's kind of wild, but yeah, I've just seen a lot of new stuff too, because there are girls, like cis women that I've talked to, who are like, oh, I'm the same as you. I wish that I had a penis.
Whoa, wow.
No,
Girl.
You're a real woman. It's a cis woman or
Thank
whatever
you.
that is.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
What's a cis woman?
Exactly. Oh, I guess we'll have to get into a vagina girl.
A vagina?
Yeah, a vagina girl.
Dinosaur bitch.
Yo, that's so 90s, yo. We're not talking about these vagina girls.
Dinosaurs.
Bitches are like beepers, get them out.
But does that bother you that people could think that you are so feminine
Right.
that your penis might not even be real? Now, again, I don't think this. I obviously think it's a real. I've done some
That's an
research.
attack on your.
No, I have a huge dick. Does anyone here not believe? Like, do I need to prove?
I mean, you don't have to.
I mean, I would never make you do
Shut
something.
the fuck up, Schulz.
Okay.
Daisy, 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 Daisy,
Daisy. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh! Wow. Give it up for Daisy. Wow.
Take that, QAnon.
Hey, you got a great dick, girl.
You really do.
Wow.
Is their dick bigger than yours, that guy?
Yeah.
Hey, if you ever decide to get rid of that thing, you
Yeah,
got
yeah,
organ donor, you know what I mean?
Right. That's funny as fuck.
Oh, wow.
Now, Daisy, it is important to us that you know that Deric is not like a regular admirer. Okay?
Uh-huh.
This is somebody, and not weirdo about it. appreciates what you've done to the game.
Oh, I
respect it, dude.
I watched the pod.
Okay.
I
all
watched the
army,
entire
dog.
episode. My roommate is also another trans girl, and we watched like the last 20 minutes of the Elon episode. And we cackled the entire time. We cackled the entire time.
Yeah.
Just the way
Deric was so convincing in the episode, he didn't even look at us. He looked in the camera because he knew you would be watching.
He wasn't talking to us. He was talking to Daisy.
I was talking to you.
No, it was so real. It was so real. And I knew it was really real too by the amount of pure detail that he gave you and went into.
Daisy, I can break down
He's a
why I'm
historian.
such a fan. What makes you unique, what makes you special.
Yes.
Because I watch a lot of it. I watch it. I study it. I love it. And what makes you the best, and my personal favorite, is your dick is never not hard. And I don't know if you watch as well. When you watch other people, your dick stays hard the whole time. And I'm like, I don't stay hard the whole time. With my girl. You're a fucking champion.
Sorry, Sam.
Yo, Sam was making me the other day. This how fucked
Daisy
up.
for pointers.
You fucked my girl up because she was like, she was making me dinner the other night, like a fire ass pasta, and she sets it down and she goes, "You think fucking Daisy can do that?"
Daisy, can you throw down?
Can you cook?
Fuck.
Asking, we got the boyfriend in the building.
And she dates niggas, bro. He's black. It makes me so happy.
He is the skinnier. He looks like you if you were in the Boondocks. All I'm saying,
He's Huey, I'm Riley.
all I'm saying is Daisy might have a tight.
Oh. All right, but can Daisy cook?
Period.
She cooked once, but I don't think any of us tried it.
I did.
DoorDash.
I was real hurt.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't need
Jaden
to
just
cook.
left the room for Deric.
You don't need
there.
to cook.
Hell no, you don't need to cook. You can fuck. Sam, she can do other things. Oh my God. So keep cooking, Sam. Because you have no chance.
She keeps the noodles hard.
Yeah.
Her dick is al dente.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so how do you keep it hard the whole time?
Well, that's a great question. So obviously, like in porn, everyone takes Viagra. Period. Like that's just
the heartbreak I saw.
no. But I will say,
You Barry Bonds me a little bit. It's like, I'm still a fan, but wow.
no, but also to go with that, everyone does Viagra, everyone does it, but there are scenes where girls are like completely flaccid.
Yes.
But still, so I think there's something wrong with my hormones because I mean, like
or
he
something,
can,
right?
he can give me a kiss on the cheek and I'm rock hard.
No.
Like it's not okay.
Derek's back in.
I'm all the way
Derek's
in.
back in.
Completely there. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
I was a little. Wow, touch my knee. I was a little. That just on camera that happened. That's so dope. I forgot what I was gonna say. You touched my knee, and then everything went black.
Deric, we might need a brick check. You might need to stand up.
No,
You might need to stand up for the brick check.
Give me a sec.
Just a trail rolling down the pant. Yeah.
Okay, you were saying?
What was I saying?
You were saying some girls are flaccid. You just get hard easily.
Oh yeah, it's an issue because it's not even to like it won't be a sexual situation. I'll just be happy and rock hard.
Wow.
Like a 14-year-old boy. Like I just went through puberty. Like, oh, you're loving this, aren't you? This is your dream, huh?
Yes, and she's saying it. It's yes.
Well, that's the thing. You know Derek's a real fan because your photo just popped up on Reddit and he was like, "That's Daisy. We love Daisy."
Yes.
He knew
Bro,
it.
we were talking about this outside, and when you were watching it, and I go, yeah, you know, we were looking at different pictures of you, and she goes, "It was just my face. It wasn't even you in a scene. It was just the face."
No, I saw it on YouTube. I was like, oh shit.
Well, that's also what makes you. You're like the baddest bitch. You're the baddest bitch. You're the baddest bitch, bro. It is. Sorry, all other old bitches.
Sorry to all you ugly bitches.
They don't have a fucking rock hard dick, bro. That's what makes you special. Like all these other porn stars, they're cool, but like their dick isn't hard.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Doing porn. Doing what?
Is there beef? Is there like? Are you guys
Yes,
like
there's
you
beef.
and Jen?
Yes, there's beef.
About to be beef. There's about to be beef in a second.
Let's go. Is there beef? Like, are you in the other? Like trans porn stars cool, like the Luna Loves and the Jasmine Lotuses and Laura. Like, do you know these people?
I love Luna Love. I love Jasmine Lotus. That's really funny. It depends.
Well, you and Luna had a scene. That shit was fuego.
Oh, you knew.
Come
from
on, bro.
Groovy,
From
from
Katie
Groovy.
and Steph
That was
together.
another thing.
That's really that is so funny. Damn, you really are a fan.
Yeah, legit.
You thought we were playing over here?
No, I mean on the pod, the way, again, the detail, a connoisseur of Lady Dick.
He's Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Like, this is his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A little rat on my head make me watch porn.
Yeah, there's a rat on your shoulder, but he's also helping you jack off. Yeah, no, sorry, we're not going to talk about bestiality. Sorry. There's not, I will say though, obviously, you know, there are some girls who are nice, but are very calculated, very smart. It's just, I think a lot of trans girls are kind of used to being the only trans girl in everybody else's life. Like,
So they're the star.
yeah.
Ah, a little mascotism.
Yeah.
You're like a black
But
dude.
maybe a little bit of jealousy.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
She said like the mascot thing. It's like, yeah, I've been there. Well, you're the only black guy in the room. And always.
And
Yeah.
then the second
Take
another
that,
black guy
Al.
shows up, you're like, I like him. Yeah.
No, that's interesting. So now when there's another trans girl in the room, you're not used to that, sharing that attention, or they're not
That
used to sharing that
uniqueness.
attention.
Yeah, and
but
I-
you said your roommate is trans. So this
Yeah,
is
my
something
roommate's
you,
another trans girl.
So
So
she's
I-
not one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, no,
You guys almost got
I would have jumped that shit. I'm jumping on with you. Whatever Daisy does.
Yo, you gonna let him talk to your girl like that?
Jake, we don't let this happen.
Comedians get beat up lately.
damn. Oh my god, I'm just a hole. Yeah, no, a lot of girls are really nice, but there are definitely some who there are, especially some of the girls who have been in it for a long time. It's kind of, there's a lot of trans porn now. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of fresh in the last. Yeah. Yes, Deric, thank you. There's been a lot of trans porn like in the last 5 years, so there are a lot of new girls, and I think the newer generation, we all like have a lot of camaraderie. We like hang out with each other. We're all friends, but
The old school generation
some of the old
is
school girls are a little
More territorial.
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Is it
Yes.
odd for you to experience so much like love and admiration online, right? Like you have this insane Reddit, you have insane OnlyFans. Like, yo, plug the OnlyFans, check out the OnlyFans.
Period.
Yeah.
Like,
Period.
but then also maybe in person, sometimes people aren't as nice. They don't exactly know how to act. They're uncomfortable. Like, is that odd? You're on home on your computer and you're like, I'm the queen of everything. And then you walk on the street and then there might be some discomfort.
That is a lovely question. I think it's actually, I get both sides more on the internet than I do in real life.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I get like a crazy amount of praise. Crazy amount of praise. Emphasis on the word crazy.
Y'all just got roasted by Daisy. Let's go.
But also too online, there's like an equal amount of negativity. Because I go out, I've never experienced. Okay, that's a lie. There was one time I think I was at a Whole Foods, and there was a dude who was like Daisy Taylor, and I was. No.
You said it wasn't you.
Oh, fuck no. I mean, this was like 3 years ago, so I was like still fresh. Oh, fuck no. You're not going to find me in the Whole Foods. No. But my position on that has kind of changed a little bit because I would rather, if someone is a fan, I'd rather someone come up to me because it's now at the point where you get like the peripherals, you know, where like you can recognize that someone's like,
yeah. But that's the funny thing too. Like you see a dude walking with his homies and he hits you with that and you're like, you got some extracurricular activities.
That's funny as fuck. No, walking around in Times Square walking around, people are like,
Pikachu just walk up to you.
yeah. Spider-Man's trying to grab my dick.
I'll shoot ropes back.
Yeah, it's wild. So I've never really had anyone like come up to me, and I would much rather have people come up to me and say that they're a fan now, because I'm prepared.
You're good.
I am the final girl. Okay, I'm ready for the killer. Oh, I'm ready for the killer. So when people are staring at me, and it's a point where I cannot gauge.
Oh shit!
If I'm being loved
or
if I'm gonna be attacked.
I didn't realize this.
You know what I'm saying?
Earlier in your life,
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get kidnapped. I'm gonna get napped right now.
You're gonna
get me.
It happens so much. You have a nickname for it.
He shortened it. Kidnap. I can't keep saying kidnap.
But that's wild. That's right. Earlier in your life, walking around as a trans woman, you're gonna get these looks, and you don't know if people hate you. They want to hurt you. They want to do something bad. Now you're a famous trans woman.
Yeah.
Now a lot of these looks, there's an adjustment period where you're like, is he looking at me because he wants to fight, or is he looking at me because he wants to fuck, or he really loves me?
Yeah.
That energy's the same too. That's scary. Fighting,
aggressive.
Yeah,
they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it comes from the same.
And
place.
there's uncertainty with them as well, because they're like, wait a minute, am I with my girl? Do I want to admit that I know?
Do I want to fuck, or do I want to flight?
Yeah,
fuck or flight.
Fuck or flight.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But now you've gotten to the point where you, feel comfortable enough with the gays. You're like, okay, not the gays. You know,
fuck
the
gay
male
people.
gays.
I'll
take that.
No, yeah, I'm comfortable now, but it's I'm at the point where I'm like, I would rather you say something, because that is real.
Know.
Yeah, because I'm also too a little bit of an insecure person sometimes.
No.
So shock.
I just, you're human. It's
The
crazy.
pure shock on your face right now. Yeah, no, I've struggled obviously with like being confident. So
Derek,
Give him a tissue, bro.
is
Give him a
a
tissue.
golden retriever right now. He has never been so
He's
happy.
no, he's
excited.
sitting at attention.
He's
There's a
ready.
bone that he wants.
Yo, he's trying to get a hold of that bully stick.
He said there's a bone. A woman's bone.
He's
Yes.
so happy. Okay, but go. Get what you're saying.
I'd much rather have people come up to me, because there was a period of time for a long time where you're like, before all like having attention and shit, you're like, oh, people look at me for oh my gosh. Sorry,
It's
babe,
almost
it's just your
too much,
face.
bro. It's making me uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah,
Excited.
That's the mic, yo. He's so fucking excited if you're just watching the show.
I'm a fan.
anyways, I'd rather people just say shit, because there is a point in time where it's like, oh, okay,
Say shit. Say shit like what? Like
say hi to me.
Hey,
also,
I'm a
too,
fan or something like
I will admit, there are many times where I'm like, oh, people are looking at me. It's not happening. Majority of the time, people don't give a fuck about you, regardless of if you're trans or whatever. You know, like walking around in the world, like people are not watching you. People do not give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
And that's been kind of my learning thing. Is like everywhere I go, I'm like, oh my god, people. Oh my god, people are looking at me everywhere.
Yeah.
But
They
like,
are.
it's also a negative. Like, oh my god, everyone's watching me. But it's like no one gives a fuck about you, and not in a negative way. It's like everyone's
They
doing
have
their
their
own
own
shit.
things in their
Busy living their own
lives.
Everyone's doing their own lives. Like no one really gives a fuck.
They're gonna keep on moving on.
Daisy, let me tell you something. We give a fuck.
You give a fuck.
No, Jaden. No, there's more. We have it's an army of us.
Hey, we just gotta get you on the team, then it's gonna be the three of us.
Wakanda
Crazy.
Come on now.
I did notice, Daisy, when you reposted me and followed me. Second greatest day of my life. You you followed him and you followed him.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yo, I didn't get a follow.
You didn't get a follow. I
I did
wondered
not-
why Alex.
I did not know. Okay, damn. Damn.
She likes black guys, bro. What can we say out here?
No. I did not know who to follow, so I was obviously going to follow Andrew, and I think I followed Alex too because he was. He was the one who originally posted the clip
video.
on the story. So I was like, I wasn't trying to be weird and like follow everyone and think that I'm like, I'm like liking. I'm like, oh, when am I gonna get on the podcast? They're like, get away, weirdo. So everyone will be getting a follow. Mark, it's okay.
Thank you.
What is the weirdest like celeb interaction that you've had? And I don't want to put anybody on blast, or you can if they're assholes.
I would love if you would. He could say he doesn't want you to. We all want you to.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to know the celebrities I like more. The ones that like you. The ones that hit you up to fuck, I'm like, oh, I fuck with. All right, Dwight Howard. Yeah, let's go.
You are Superman.
Right. Okay, well, I will say there's a group of trans girls where it's like in the last couple of years who like out guys for hitting them up. Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Do you think that you're a man? What are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Tyga was okay, and
Oh, that's
you know what I'm saying?
interesting. Yeah.
Like, I hate.
You're saying
I
it
think that's stupid.
exposes them. It's like you should be normalizing.
Yeah, why the fuck do you like? Why?
It's not a big
why
deal.
are you showing why are you trying to one up him? So I think that's stupid.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a break for a second because some of y'all are getting too high. You're getting too goddamn high.
Or not high enough.
Or not high enough. Oh shit, that's true.
Maybe you're abstaining from marijuana, or you're doing the weak CBD. You're not getting high enough, or you're doing the illegal shit, getting too high.
What you need to do is do the legal shit, be right in the middle. Is that what you're trying to say? So the perfect high.
The perfect high.
So then how would they get the perfect high?
I think Diet Smoke gummies.
Holy shit, Akash, you onto it again. Diet Smoke gummies, the best in the business. Now, why is it going to get you perfect high, Akash?
Because it has Delta 8 as opposed to CBD. Which is
Ah,
not as
Delta
strong
8.
as THC, not as weak as CBD. Perfect high.
So you're going to get an actual high.
High.
Government don't know about it yet.
Perfect. Legal.
Legal.
No, to take it through customs, no problem.
Yo, real talk, you need to get as many of those you can right now because the government probably going to clamp down on it, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you need to get on that right now. How can they get on it?
Go to dietsmoke.com and use a promo code Flagrant. You get 20% off your purchase.
Bro, I'm telling you, these Diet Smoked Delta 8 THC gummies,
You know what
they
else?
are not for use or sale to people under the age of 21. Please use responsibly, bro. Like, if you was thinking about being irresponsible with the Diet Smoke, it ain't gonna happen, bro.
Be serious. Be serious.
What % off can I give him, Mark?
Go 10.
Best I could do is 20.
Oh, come on, bro.
Mark, the best I could do
We
is
gotta
20.
pay the bills. We gotta pay bills around
Mark,
here.
that's the best I could do.
No, we have to pay everyone in bills and everything. Don't do
I-
15%.
Mark-
15% off.
Oh, God. I can't go down to 15.
This is a man.
I gotta go to
He's
20.
a man of the people, Mark.
Come on, bro.
Mark, how am I supposed to give him 15% off when I already know I can give him 20?
Fine.
20% off.
We'll starve.
Flagrant is the code. You go to dietsmoke.com. Let's get back to the show. Do you think that sometimes straight dudes, I'm not outing you here, but like, do you think it's like a gateway into their homosexuality? It's a safe way in when they're messing with a trans woman?
I think there are probably situations where it's like yes and no. I'm sure that there are guys who are just experimenting because they're curious.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that there are really other guys who like are into trans girls, and it is like
Because it's been mostly
it's
straight,
like a light transition. Yeah.
but it's mostly straight guys, I imagine, that are your fans and that.
yeah. Yeah. And like the guys that I've dated to have all been like straight men.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, because if you were,
We out here.
yeah,
Jaden, we out here.
no, when he was like, I can't get with small dicks. You're not a woman. It's a woman's dick. I was like, yeah, period.
is there like a size, like what is that? What is it called? Like size competition? Like size hierarchy?
No, that was
Is there a hierarchy?
No, that was funny. I mean, there doesn't
In the trans community?
No, there's not a hierarchy because I'm
you
at
trash
the top.
little
but-
dick trans women?
No, I'm kidding. No, not at all. But I mean, I do have to agree and say like nobody wants to see a small plastic dick flapping around.
Yo, tuck
That's not
that
cute.
clit.
And put it away.
Franco, put that clit away.
Put it
Like,
away.
what we here
Put it
for?
away or something.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's I don't have no shade.
Yeah, a little.
But nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
Did you say literally? Literally.
Do you ever? I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you ever do you tuck your penis?
I'm tucked right now.
The whole
Well,
day?
can you explain tucking? I've actually been curious.
Yeah.
Oh my God, do you need me to show you guys?
Yes.
Right,
How do you teach?
Okay, yeah. How do you tuck?
Okay, if I don't know how I could give you a visual of it. It's like, obviously, you got a penis, right?
Yes.
Jesus. These are the balls. You got some
Yeah.
balls hanging on the side, right?
okay.
This is the penis.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna vomit. There's a pocket up there. You know what I'm saying? There's a pocket where, like, before you, Andrew.
He's learning.
I'm a kangaroo, yo. You didn't know I was a kangaroo this whole time?
Before
There's a pocket, guys.
there is a pocket. You know, like before you hit puberty, your balls are somewhere. They're not up there.
Yeah, and then they
and then they
drop.
drop. So there's a pocket up there where you can pop them, and they stay.
No.
So you pop those babies up there, stay there, and then you bring it all back.
Oh, you pulled it down.
And what happened?
Yeah.
What happens if you get erect? Like, what happens? You get a kiss on the cheek. What? It just comes flapping.
Too long of eye contact. Good luck.
Can it untuck itself?
I mean, it depends. It depends. There are different methods too. Because I'm lucky where I live in the age now that there is underwear that you could just pop on and just tuck, and it's perfect.
I've seen those.
Even 2 years. Yes, you have. Tuck it up. I already know you have.
You're talking about you're talking about like where your ass is out.
Yeah.
That's that one, right? It's like a band, and your ass is out, and it's just that.
Baby, that's a
cloth.
jock strap.
Yo, son. Yes,
I was trying to learn
I
too,
used
guys.
to use that shit when I was playing quarterback in college, bro. I was tucking my whole life. This guy's a wild boy.
Y'all don't act like you haven't seen that part in Scary Movie. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so it just all goes back, but there are different methods. So I just wear underwear, but there are a lot of girls, and there are a lot of drag queens too who tuck and like full on wear tape and keep it back. Yeah. It's intense. It's intense. And it is painful.
Yeah.
It is painful. I do have scars. Because, depending.
Scars?
On it, yeah.
From?
Yeah. Well, from taping and doing stuff, but also too, obviously your skin's being pulled. There is a point. There is a point in time where obviously it starts to like. There's.
That's not painful.
The skin is being pulled.
That didn't sound like a painful one. That sounded like this. You smell some cookies you like, my friend.
Let's not do a brick check then.
Yeah, no, it's not good. And two, like, there will be, whether it's tape or it's underwear, there's like skin, that will pop out, that will not be in the tuck.
Yeah.
And if you're sitting in a bad situation, it like I've had like the skin will pinch, and it's like a pain that you
Can't imagine.
All trans girls who may be watching this will know the amount of pain, the kind of pain that it takes to untuck your penis, your sheenus.
That's y'all's childbirth.
Wait, what'd you call it?
Period. Sheenus.
A chenus?
Sheenus.
A sheenus.
Yes.
Like a she penis.
Yes.
A
I don't actually call it
sheenus.
that. I just said it right now.
Oh, that's fire, bro.
I would never say
Yo, a
that.
sheenus, bro? That's fire, dude.
This is great. Did you hear Deric say that's y'all's childbirth?
Well, she was just describing the pain because you guys are women, so everything is relatable.
Childbirth has nothing on untucking. Fuck opening your, fuck ripping your asshole. Fuck ripping your asshole. Try tucking your dick.
Thank you,
Sam.
Thank you. Take that, Sam.
I'm kidding.
Pasta recipes.
It's bad. It's bad though. It's bad. It's painful.
Okay, this is probably a stupid question, but we're stupid guys that don't know anything about trans yet. So,
Right.
have you ever thought about having a vagina put in?
Installed.
Or installed? Whatever.
iOS update.
Yeah.
A below ground pool. You can climb the ladder for the above ground, but it's just not the same. You know what I mean?
Because you can get the inside painted and make it look like
You
a
know what
Picasso.
I mean? Do a whole thing. The infinity pool.
That's a joke. You cannot get the inside of your vagina painted. That was a pool reference. Yeah, I mean, I've totally thought about it. It's like one of my goals for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to tuck for the rest of my life. And also to like,
He's devastated right
I know he's so. You talked about it in the first episode too. You were like, "Why would you? What a gift!"
My thing is just because not to because you tuck, that's you. But for me as a fan, I'm like, don't tuck. I want to see that dick print.
I know you do.
I want to see you walk around with these pants on, print it up. That's what I want to see. So it's like, and with your face, body, print, heels.
Jaden feels spoken for, bro.
I don't want it tucked. I know it fits, but that's my message to all the trades. Like, don't tuck.
So
let's stop tucking.
I can
That's real though. That's real.
I want to see it. The print. I want to see like.
Oh, I was like, you want to? What do you want?
What do you want?
You've already seen it there.
So, and then do you feel a pressure with the follow-up would be, do you feel pressure with your career that there are so many people that do enjoy the sheenish that it would affect your career negatively if you got the Shina?
That sounds so magical. That has definitely been a concern of mine for sure, because I don't want to shoot myself in the foot a little. Like, yeah, I know obviously my audience, but my main reason too is like I love having sex.
Yeah,
I think all of us love having sex, and if you have had sex with someone who has had anal, you would know that there's like a lot of preparation that goes into it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Period, King. Go ahead. Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Go on. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that digestive system.
Yeah. So it's
you gotta think
thing.
about what you eat.
No, that's tea.
You know what I mean? Like, for real.
It's real. It's real. So it just makes it really hard to have to be dealing with that all the time.
Yeah.
So I would just like to be like
run it up. Let's
like
go.
Like a gutter bitch. Like disgusting. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna eat McDonald's. I'm gonna put it all in my mouth. And you're gonna put your mouth on it. Cause I don't gotta clean shit.
Yo.
Oh, I don't gotta clean shit. I'm sorry. That's nasty. I'm sorry. That's gross.
And the pussies that get installed are they like ready to go? Has there like new technology? I'm not really familiar with what is it called even? The surgery.
Bottom surgery?
Yeah, bottom. It's called bottom surgery. So I'm not familiar with
Look
the
at
bottom
our
surgery.
ally over here, our resident ally in the room.
You know what I mean?
All right.
So what like
he's not an ally. He just studies his enemy.
Friends close, baby.
Daisy, I hear you coming on the podcast. Let's plan it out.
That's how he sounds.
What was the question?
I don't know. Mark didn't bring his cross today, though. Tuck that one. Talk about tucking.
Drink about holy water.
Okay. No. So the bottom surgery, like all surgeries, these things improve.
Yes.
Right? Like you even look at like breasts now compared to like breasts in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's like, I imagine bottom surgery is drastically improving. Yeah.
We haven't even talked about our top hat. It's all great.
We haven't even moved up yet. Yeah, we're still down there.
But so I'm like, is there part of you that's like, yo, I'm gonna wait because every 6 months to a year, the pussy's getting
Right. Yo,
like,
that's what I be doing with MacBooks, yo.
Real talk.
Right.
Like, you get a new iPhone, they come out the new shit.
You got the 2024 pussy on the way.
Yeah.
There's a refurbishment period.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There are. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say there are children in workshops. No. Sorry, Apple. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah. The technology is obviously getting a lot better. It depends. I mean, you just got to go to a good doctor. You know, because it's you got to go to a good doctor. I've seen some things. I've seen some vaginas.
Have you had sex with a bottom surgery?
A trans girl. Not with bottom surgery. No.
So that would be a trans. Oh, wait a minute.
Just
I feel like that would be a good way to like you test drive a car when you want to get bottom surgery.
Right.
You see what
see,
doctors you have.
I will say I have my friend Natasha Dreams. Okay. See, I knew.
Somebody have to see their face. Somebody know my name.
I was like, I knew that would land. No, she showed me her pussy, and it was
really
immaculate.
Fantastic.
Can she feel
immaculate? Yes.
And it gets wet the same.
Wait, how does it get wet?
Stuff.
How does it get wet?
Yeah. Well,
like
it depends.
jog a couple laps?
It like
What did you say?
I said the jog a couple laps.
This guy's crazy, bro.
He's an idiot.
I don't even know what to say after that one.
Slap him in the face.
Go on.
There are different options that you can get. You can just get a regular vagina.
Yeah.
There's also an option like a
deluxe.
There's the deluxe.
What's that deluxe?
It's it's like called like the sigmoid. Wow, I'm so medical. It's called the sigmoid colon version, where they take a bit of your colon and then they use it at the top of your vagina and it helps lubricate more.
Wow.
Yeah, because they do self-lubricate because I was like, is that me? Oh, that's Matasi.
I've seen her.
Yeah, I know you have. I know you have for sure. Yeah, no, there's like different options. It depends. I mean, I don't know how it works because I'm not a doctor, but like someone like semen, half of it, like a small percentage of it is sperm, and like the rest is like seminal fluid.
Seminal fluid, yeah.
So like
yeah.
it's all coming from like the same place.
Oh, so they can reroute some seminal fluid.
Yeah. And so obviously, like I don't have I wouldn't have a G spot,
Right.
But they place it where your prostate becomes your G spot.
So then you can orgasm.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the other thing I was going to ask.
Inside
Yeah,
and
I was gonna
outside.
ask that question.
Yeah,
So
inside
you
and
could,
outside.
all right, you asked me.
Because you said you wanted to get a real vagina, but it's like, would you miss seeing your cum? Like, as Patrice O'Neal said, like the receipt, like having that receipt of like, I just came on this motherfucker.
That's funny as fuck. See, the thing is, I feel like my hormones are fucked up because I can get hard like that, but since being on, like, I don't come.
No.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, like
For how long?
obviously I orgasm, like I orgasm, but I don't like. Y'all, I don't have nothing comes out.
And that is because of the hormones, there's no sperm production or lower sperm production?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. There are a lot of people who comment on my shit who are mad because it's like what do you want from on hormones? There are trans girls who I know who are in the industry who take half of their dosage so that they can keep a cum shot.
Oh wow.
Bro.
I'm never
That's
gonna
commitment
do
to the game, man.
You guys, y'all are so sweet. Oh wow.
Well, because I've seen other trans girls come and it's like a fucking rainfall.
Like
you
a
know?
bucket.
Yeah. So I
But
was
that's how
wondering,
you know
and I've never
Derek's
seen you
love
come
of
like
you
that,
is
so I was
pure.
curious.
That's how you know
he
Derek's
still
love of you is
sticks
pure.
around.
He doesn't even notice that there's no cum shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think
Well,
about
I
that.
finished before she gets there. Before she comes, I came. A long time ago.
Or he's just consistent. He just doesn't care when women come.
That's what it's about at the end of the day.
No, these women I do care. Because it's real. It's a real orgasm. I care about real orgasms.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't really worry about that because I don't really have cum. And also too, I wouldn't really miss it. I think too, because I would have more.
You would have him. Not
Oh,
you.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek is salivating.
He's foaming at the mouth.
It's foaming at the mouth. I
like
tried to do it sly, but now everybody noticed. I just gave him a little tap and I tried to make it easy, but you know what? Give him a
I'm
close
so
up.
excited.
Yeah. He's got rabies. Sorry, Dave.
A dog.
Don't worry, you're safe here.
I know.
Everything's
I'm
gonna be
like,
okay.
They're gonna get
Wow.
Yeah, she
though.
just adjusted her engagement ring. She said
It's not an engagement.
no.
It's not an engagement ring. I just bought it for myself. It's not an engagement
Oh,
ring. but-
okay.
That's
My bad.
yo. I never thought about that though. If you did get the bottom surgery, you could potentially never orgasm again.
That is a possibility.
Holy shit! What a commitment.
Yeah.
And it is a lot lower percentage nowadays. Like there
But
is
originally?
a much lower.
Yeah, like 10,
It must
15
have
years ago
been-
even probably.
Oh yeah, like I'm sure the girls who were getting shit done in the 80s. That you are bold. You are so bold.
And then just never again have an orgasm.
Yeah, no.
So to
Whoa.
say, to not believe you don't feel like you were born the wrong gender seems crazy because you're willing to give up orgasming forever.
Yo, that's it. When did you feel it?
Okay, see, where it gets juicy, and it might be a little political. I knew that, not that I was trans, but like my biggest, deepest, darkest secret is that I wanted to be a girl when I was like 6.
This is so interesting.
But
Go.
I did not come out until I was 15, just because I had gone, like, I had said it to my friend, and then we were like, cool. And then it was really nothing else. Like, I think I kind of have like the typical experience where I was like dressing, like when my mom would leave, I would like she caught me one time in her wedding dress. That was not a good day. You know, like I would like wear makeup and like I would have that typical experience, but I did not come out until I was 15. And I think that was the correct time.
Come out as trans?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Came out as trans. Well, I came out as gay when I was like 13.
Right.
And my mom was like, no, you're not. She was right.
She was right.
Mother's intuition, you know?
Girl. Well, that's the thing too, is I came out to all my family and they were like, oh, okay. And then I came out as trans and they were like, oh, yeah.
That made more sense to them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, like when I came out to my grandma, she was like, oh, yeah. I like wrote my mom a letter and this whole long letter, like, oh, I just felt this way my whole life. And she's like, you're a great writer. You should write a book. Woman, that was not the response I was looking for.
when we're outside before we walked in, she was telling me that her grandma called her. She's wishing her good luck on the show. And she's like, are you here? Did you land? You ready for the podcast? You got this, you know? And I go, was it difficult for you, when your grandma, found out? And she goes, did I do porn? I go, yeah, that too.
Yo, so
Which was hard. Sorry, go.
I want to ask a follow-up. How did they know when they're all like, oh, that makes sense? What were the things that they were like, oh, yeah, this is why I thought you might be trans?
I think my whole life I've just been very feminine. Like I've just been extremely feminine. And I've always done like girly shit. Like I always used to dress up and always do different stuff. I don't know. I was always just been super, super feminine. And when I came out, God damn it, I lost what the fuck I was saying. I'm just a woman.
Yeah. Was there like a crystallized moment where you were like, oh, I feel like you said you were 6, but there's like a moment you remember where you're like, oh, this is when I was like, I'm a woman.
It was when I got on the internet. I was like 15. I was getting super into drag. So I was like, it was like winter break, I think my sophomore year. And I was staying at my sister's house, my best friend. And for like 2 weeks straight, we went to like Forever 21. I got like my first girl clothes. And for the whole 2 weeks I was in drag.
Yeah.
And by the end of the 2 weeks I went to school, I was like,
yuck. I got to put on the fucking.
This is maybe more than I thought it might be. So then I started doing some internet research and I started watching, trans girls on YouTube, and I was like, oh fuck.
Do you think there's, because we had a buddy of ours on the show, Mateo, and I was asking him, I was like, do you think that there are a lot of gay men that, especially older gay men, that identify as gay because they didn't know trans was an option, and that now that trans is an option, there are a lot more people like you who are like, oh fuck, this is actually how I identify. That was just the closest thing that I could be.
That is a great question. I think the guys who have been loving on trans girls have been there always. Like, especially.
No. I don't mean the guys loving on trans. I mean the actual trans people. Like, you first came out as gay because you're like, well, that's just what's there. And then you found out trans is an option. You're like, oh no, this is.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of people, like obviously not everyone there, but there are a lot of people that I know who did the same thing where they like came out as gay and they were like, oh shit.
It's
I'm a
not
liar.
that. Yeah. Because it's almost like gay has become such like a normalized part of culture.
Right.
So you just gravitate to it. And then you said you get on the internet and you're like, oh wait, there are these other people that feel a little bit more like I feel.
Yeah.
And I'm always curious about that feeling. Like, I don't know what it's like to feel like a man because
you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm so curious, is there another sensation that is similar to that feeling that you can describe? Like, this is going to sound like the dumbest thing ever, but like, you're cold outside and you wish you were warm. That was the most lo-fi version, but is there another sensation that you can describe that's like being in the wrong body? So other people that don't know what that's like can relate to it and feel the discomfort.
That's a lovely question. Have you ever seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah, of course.
No, that was supposed to be a joke. That was supposed to be a joke.
I'm so excited. I was
yeah.
like, oh.
You're like, wow.
Dude, my mom's Scottish. She loved it. Favorite movie ever.
No, I was joking. I mean, it's not like a forward thing where it's like, obviously I said when I was 6, like, oh, I want to be a girl.
Yeah.
But it's not like a forward thinking of like, oh, It's like you do things that
that feel
I'm not
right.
saying
right?
anything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything. Yeah, you do things that feel right. So like me, like I would sneak away and like do my makeup while my mom would leave and shit like
Yeah.
that. So
But you weren't thinking past that. You were just like, oh, I like this. This feels great.
Yeah, there wasn't so much of like, oh, I'm putting on makeup and I want to be a girl. It's more just like, oh, this, because when you're a kid, especially, like you're kind of just doing stuff because it's fun.
You're kind of like mimicking the people you want to be.
Right.
When I was,
Yes.
and it's funny that you say at that age, when I was very young, right? And I was in like preschool, like I saw the way my dad dressed.
Oh, my Lord.
And I was like, I need to dress just like this because that's how the guy that I want to look like dresses.
Yeah.
So I imagine this happens much earlier in trans people because you're mimicking the people that you want to be. And those are like, whenever I speak to a trans person, like, when did you know that it's young?
It's always
It's
young.
super young.
Yeah.
But when you speak to hetero people and you're like, when did you know you like girls? They're like, I don't know, fucking 9, 13.
My dick got hard.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Because there's nothing that you're not fighting, but there's nothing that you're seeking that doesn't already exist.
Right. Nothing feels wrong. I think for her, when you're trying to be forced into like male stuff, it probably felt like this doesn't feel right. Where I assume, whereas
Yeah.
for us, it was like, oh, this feels natural. Yeah, this is what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I grew up in like a small town, and all of my parents and all of their friends went to high school together and stayed there, and all had kids at the same time.
Oh, wow.
So like it was all of them, and my parents wanted me to play football, so I played football for 6 years at the beginning. Yeah.
Oh,
Derek's in love.
Oh my God.
No, I'll take your
I
ass.
didn't know you could be more perfect. No, you can't.
I mean,
What position did you play? What position?
I was the tight end.
Hey, not anymore. No, I'm sorry.
Jaden, thoughts?
Travis Kelce got shit on you, baby.
Yeah. So it was doing stuff like that where it's like having to do typical boy stuff and being like, oh, no, I don't like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't for me.
Yeah.
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 Now, go.
Sorry, one more question. You've mentioned your grandma a few times.
Uh-huh.
Was your mom as accepting as your grandma seems to be? Your mom and dad, if he's both are still around?
Yeah. They both are. My relationship with my grandma is definitely different than my mom. So I played football, and then after doing football, I did theater. So I'm also I'm the oldest of 3 with my mom, and then including my stepdad, I'm the second oldest of 6. So I started doing theater when I was like younger, 9 or 10, and I'm the only non-athlete in the family. So my mom and my dad were kind of taking care of my little brother and my little sister and kind of doing their thing, and my grandma and I were doing theater.
Okay.
We were like partners in crime, and
Okay,
so I spent a lot of time with my grandma. She's like my best friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the only real athlete in the family, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Period.
The only professional.
The only one with stamina. Yeah. But she just knew, and my parents too were completely accepting, but there were things obviously that we had to get past at a
Right.
certain point. So like my mom was very accepting, and when she read the letter that I wrote her, she was like, "Oh, yeah, okay." But at the beginning of transitioning, which I mean, I guess I'm a little grateful for her now because I'm glad that I don't have those awful pictures to look back on. But it was kind of hard at the time because she was like, "Okay, well, you're not gonna dress like a girl until you look like a girl."
What does that mean?
So it's like until my hair grew out, until I became a little more feminine, I was not supposed to present femininely. And after that, obviously no shade to my mom, love you, baby. But they didn't really take me school shopping anymore.
Oh.
So for like the last 3 years, I say 3 years, but like for the next 5 years of my life, like until I was 20 years old, until I started making money doing porn, I wore like the same clothes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So porn was a crazy come up for you.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of also like saved my life a little bit at the time because I was about to be homeless.
No.
Yeah, I was. Oh Lord, we're gonna get all into it.
No, this is great.
I was married, and we started doing stuff together. At the time, I had just like gotten my boobs done, period, and we were trying to like find a job, do anything. I think I applied to like 100 different jobs. I was trying to work at Starbucks. I applied to be a dance teacher for kindergartners. Those poor fucking kindergartners. So I applied to do like a million different jobs and nothing got back to me. And so we were kind of becoming increasingly more desperate. And I was like, well, I saw a tweet on Twitter. And it was fake, but it was like a guy who was like, oh, I got this check from Pornhub and it said like $50,000. And I was like, that can't be real, but we got to try it out. So we like made a video without like my face or any tattoos or anything in it, just to see if people would even be interested, and people were really interested. So then I showed my face, and then shit blew up, and it's been a crazy ride.
Really?
Wow.
So your career is based on clips. You started putting out clips.
Yeah.
This is interesting. So you guys put this video out. Now, I don't know how the system works on Pornhub. You put it out, do you get like ad revenue off of Pornhub or something like that?
Yeah, so they have Pornhub actually has a really comprehensive model program. And they had a clip site that they had kind of like ManyVids or something of that nature. I don't know what I would compare that to, but they added a clip site so that like the verified models could get more money. So you do make ad revenue from the public stuff.
Yeah.
But they added a clip store that's now been taken down after all of the credit card drama.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because all the banks and stuff. Yeah, because they were saying that obviously no one wants to be seeing like revenge porn and stuff.
Right.
But I would not but. No one wants to see that. No one should have that out there, or child porn and all that shit. That's awful. Pornhub has the most like comprehensive, vast like vetting process.
Yeah.
Now, especially now within like the last 3 years. So yeah, you can definitely make money, ad revenue off of Pornhub, but it wasn't like a lot. And it takes time.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a break for a second because I gotta tell you all about Exodus. Now I know what you're thinking. Not that. It's not that.
Okay.
You were thinking the biblical sense of Exodus, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not this at all. Okay.
What is it?
What this is, it's a one-stop shop for all your crypto needs. Okay, you need to stake some crypto.
Okay.
You could do that.
Can you store some crypto? Can you do that?
Yo, you could do that. NFTs, boom, put them right there.
Store NFTs.
You could buy crypto on there. Bitcoin, Litecoin,
Solana,
all them. Beyonce's sister. They got all the different cryptos that you could possibly imagine. Exodus is the world's leading desktop, mobile, and hardware crypto wallet. They offer beautiful, user-friendly crypto products that sync across all your devices. Finally, they make it easy to send, receive, and exchange over 150 crypto assets in one single place. And with world-class customer service available to you 24/7, Exodus always has your back, okay? I'm thinking about what we can do for you in terms of, discount and stuff.
Yeah. What about fees? Fees be killing me on these apps.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like fees neither, bro.
Yo, fees are the worst. Fuck fees, bro.
Tell them it's zero fees, bro.
Zero fees.
But it's
No,
not.
that's what it is. I decided. I don't care what the company says. From right now,
Okay.
you go to exodus.com/zero, ZERO.
You already have a URL for it?
Bro, I already got the URL. For a limited time, Exodus has a zero fee promotion starting now where you can buy crypto in the mobile app with zero fees, purchase Bitcoin, Litecoin, Solana, and many other crypto assets at a true cost with no fees added. That's what we could do for you today.
That's very generous.
Damn.
That's it. Let's get back to the show.
Also, show dates. First of all, thank you to everybody who came out. Stress Factory in Bridgeport. Much appreciated. May 12th through 14th, I'm going to be at the Tacoma Comedy Club in Tacoma, Washington. Mark is coming with me, so bring that ass through. May 19th, 20th, and 21st, I'm in Michigan and Holland, Muskegon, and Grand Rapids. We added a second show at Grand Rapids, so come through. Also, May 22nd, I'm going to be at the Secret Group for one night, one show, pop-up shit. Bring that ass through. June 3rd and 4th, Austin, Texas. I'm coming to your cuck city, your non-Texan, somehow capital of this fucking state city. June 3rd and 4th, Vulcan Gas Company. Get tickets to those shows and all my others at akashsingh.com. Now let's get back to the show.
How did you and Jaden meet?
Bumble.
Really?
Yeah.
Jaden, have you ever dated a trans girl before?
No, I haven't.
Really? And then was that
Did
like
you know who she was when you saw her?
I did. I was on Bumble, and then I saw her, and I was like, this kind of on brand for me. Like it was some wild shit, but I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
If anybody else gonna do it, it's gonna be me. So Yeah, we hung out. I took her out for like tea or some shit. Like,
Yeah, well, I fucked up. I was ignoring him for a second.
Yeah, she
he's
kept
very
flaking
cool.
on
He's
me.
very funny. He posts a lot. He like posts on his IG and stuff, and I would like comment and stuff. He likes to do things right now. I need 3 days to mentally process a plan. He would always message me like,
3 days.
"What are you
It'll
doing
stress
right
me
now?
out.
What are you doing tonight?"
I'm not today.
It gotta happen.
I'll see you in 5 hours.
Yeah. So I was kind of ignoring him for a little while, and the last chance that I had was the time that we finally went on a date because he was about to leave my ass.
So you guys go out for tea
Yeah,
and then just hit it off.
and then we made out in the car for 4 hours.
Let's go. Did you make first move?
I think I asked. I usually wait a minute, especially it's like the Me Too movement and shit.
Yeah.
I wait. I need verbal confirmation. So we hung out in the car for like, I would say maybe 45 minutes too long before we started making out. We were just looking at each other like.
We were smoking and shit.
Like, just like, what's that? I'm just trying to think, and then finally was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I just asked, and it was cool.
It was
Well, too, like at least in my experience, the majority of other people, like he never even made a move on me over the internet. Like I did not even see his penis until after I didn't see a dick pic. You know, I think that's kind of normal nowadays. Is like you see a man's dick and then you go on a date. You know, it's like I did not see anything. He did not make a move on me.
That's kind of cool, right?
It was really cool. It was really cool. It was the first time that's ever happened.
He's a gentleman.
For me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the first time that's ever happened for me.
And also, you're in porn, so people are going to feel more comfortable with their like sexual nature
Yeah.
around you.
Oh,
when you probably
immediately.
want the opposite. You're
Immediately.
Like, yeah, like, hey, get
I'm
to
like,
know me.
Please chill out. Yeah. And obviously, like if I'm heavily attracted to someone, I'm gonna be into it. But there is that kind of grace period where it's like, I need to see if you're gonna respect me.
Yeah, it feels disrespectful.
Yo,
Fast.
okay, Jaden, can we add? Do you play with the thing or what?
This is all I've been waiting for. I'm so glad somebody's gonna ask him.
I definitely, it's there. I'm gonna appreciate it while it's here.
Let's go, my boy.
I will say I've never bottomed or anything, and not that there's
But
a
you
judgment
topped,
on
though?
that. You know it. Yeah, but I'm just.
That's just not your thing.
That's just not my thing, and I feel like sometimes you're like, shit sounds cool as an idea, and then it's like, oh, I have an opportunity to do this whenever I want, and then I see if we want to fuck, she won't eat all day. I'm like, yo, that shit's not that important to me.
Now you fighting all day and shit, nigga.
I'm gonna be angry or hungry and shit. I can just go beat off.
I'll just go jerk off.
Yeah.
Do you jerk off to her?
Yeah, I do. Although I will say I did it way more before we dated. It's just because it's not like if I jerk off to her, I have to watch another nigga fuck her.
Or another woman, depending on the video.
Period.
That is also true.
Her and Luna got it in.
He didn't see that one.
Okay, so
not that much of a
it's
fan.
just playing with it. And was that difficult at first, or were you like, yo, I know all about this shit? Like I've been working with this forever.
Honestly, it's like there's
you know what I mean?
all
You're
these
the most
ideas
experienced,
and
yeah.
all this talk and shit where it's like, oh, I have to be in the right side of history. I have to say the right thing. So it's like guys don't want to be like, hey, it might feel gay to suck a dick, or it might feel gay to touch a dick. Like, but that's some real shit.
But it's a lady.
I don't give a fuck.
It's a lady's dick, though. It's a lady's dick, though.
Yeah. But it was still, I was like, obviously I'm open to this. I'm going on a date with her, being respectful, not trying to be on some weird shit. But it was like, when we first got intimate, I'm like, am I going to feel weird about this? And if I feel weird about this, how do I keep that to myself? Because I don't need to make her feel bad for my own issue, right? Because it's like, if you fuck with somebody, like if you fuck with a fat girl, you can't hit her with a fat joke in an argument because you knew she was fat when you started dating her. That should make no sense.
That should make no sense.
I can't be mad. And I see her dick. They're getting HD and shit. That's some bullshit. So, and it just doesn't, I don't know. It just didn't, there's nothing about it that feels gay. And that's, I've done, like, I'm bi, not really, but like, I like niggas sometimes, but like, not really.
But not really.
Whoa,
If they're smaller than you.
He's such a nigga with too. You're like, yeah, really, though.
It's not even whack, dog. It's like, damn.
Jade is a star. He said the bar is low.
I don't want to fuck with a nigga who weaker than me because it's like, oh, you a bitch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to fuck with a nigga who's stronger than me because he could beat me. So it's like, this don't work out.
You need like what is it, Scorpion and Sub-Zero? Like you need your exact opposite. Okay, so at first you were like, I don't know if this is gonna feel weird, but eventually you were like, all right, I'll give it a kiss or something.
Yeah, like it didn't feel any type of way.
You better grab that
And like
handlebar,
I just
nigga.
brought that, like me being biased, like I've done shit that is gay. Like I've not, like, you know, I talk to dudes or whatever, and it's like, you know when some shit feels gay. You know it's gay. There's not a question about it. You like, I am being gay right now. You feel me? Like, I might not be gay later. Like, I'm gay, but I fuck bitches, nigga. Like,
I'm gay, but I fuck bitches.
I fuck bitches.
it's like, you know that. And when we're intimate, it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like literally any other girl. It's the same shit.
Babe, you need to chill. Alex brought out his asthma. Like, he's not doing okay. He's not doing okay.
That's different. Yo, but that's the great think about it. Like, that's the greatest compliment. Not only is that the greatest compliment, but it's also like the greatest proof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, whoa. I don't know if people really digested what you just said.
I did.
No, like,
How about you digest it for us, Andrew?
no, like,
I felt you, dog.
like that's some real
one of those
philosophical
moments like,
shit. No, it's some real philosophical
yeah.
shit. That was profound, man. Like, you've done gay stuff. You've hooked up with her. There is a penis involved. And you know what feeling gay is.
You know what having sex with a man is. You know what doing stuff with a man is.
And you're like,
just
it doesn't feel like that. You can objectively state it.
Yeah, it's some different shit. It's just straight up some different shit, and it's just in your own mindset. I feel like if you're, because this is the weird thing is dudes will be attracted to trans women, but it'll be a fetish, so they don't have any respect. And they sort of have this like self-hate and this like homophobia, I guess, that is internalized and so it's like there's all these different layers, but shit is so much simpler. Like I thought about it like this. It's like, am I gonna be stressed about bringing home a trans girl? No, because I'm gonna be stressed about bringing home a white girl. I'm gonna be stressed out. You know what I mean?
Checked off two of the boxes
Like,
there. Checked off both.
yeah, I'm half. I still got a black family. I got a reputation. But I just realized niggas are gonna press you about anything. They'll press you about anything, and so it doesn't fucking matter. You feel me? It really doesn't matter.
That's respect.
Yo, that's
This
fire,
guy's
dude.
great.
This guy's great.
I love you guys as a couple.
I know.
This is beautiful. Derek, get the fuck out of here.
Why are you trying to break them up, Derek? You're a piece of shit.
Have some respect.
Bring on, nigga, I was trying to get in.
The thruple, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro. Oh,
Wow.
guys, I mean, that was just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is so great.
It's this is
damn I
just so amazing. Is there anything else that you guys would like to ask Daisy or Jaden before they leave?
Oh, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think so many like cis people have a fear, oh, I'm going to misgender someone. I'm going to misgender a trans person. They're going to hate me. They're going to freak out at me. Like, I'm going to look like a bad guy if I do that. Or if I dead name someone. Has that ever happened to you? And
Explain dead name for people who don't know.
Can you explain that?
Oh yeah. I mean, dead name just saying someone's old name.
Right.
Yeah. That obviously has happened to me. It's not, and that's the thing is like, it's not always offense. Like, it's not always. I grew up around a bunch of hick ass people, a bunch of country ass people. So there are a lot of people who are genuinely curious, like, and it could be offensive because it hurts your feelings, but come from a genuine place of curiosity, not being an asshole.
Malicious.
Yeah, and that's been really easy for me to separate because you can tell when someone has a kind of tone. And I've been around a lot of people who are not very educated, but are still curious. So it happens. It definitely sucks because there are people who do use that. There are people who I've met too in the opposite that like meet me and don't know that I'm trans And then after they find out that I'm trans, they're suddenly having issues with pronouns. So that kind of sucks. But
wait. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I mean, like they meet me. They meet me. They're like, oh hi, woman. But then But then they find out that I'm trans, and then they are slipping up. They're all of a sudden, sorry. Yeah.
Fuck that, man.
That happens. And it doesn't happen nearly as much. Like it doesn't happen nearly as much as it might seem, but it does happen. But I think majority of people
And
are
you think that's a little passive aggression, maybe?
Yeah, I think there's definitely some passive aggressive. Like there are people who are assholes. Like you'd think that guys are most violent. I've had more uncomfortable experiences with girls than I have guys.
Insecurity,
Yeah.
Bitches.
You think
Yeah.
it's insecurity?
Yeah. Because I mean, it's like, oh my god, you're not even a girl and you're prettier than me.
Oh, shit.
I'm more of a girl than you're ever gonna be. Yeah. Your boyfriend is jacking off to me.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
You.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Interesting.
And do you ever feel pressure to be like an activist?
Yes.
Where you're like, yo, I'm a trans person. I'm a trans woman. I do porn. I don't want to have to be protesting or whatever. Like, is that a pressure you embrace?
I mean, I feel like at a certain point, it's not my job. At a certain point, like, and not in a way where it's like it's not my job, but it's just like I am tired of it. I just don't want to be I'm not a teacher. I'm not a teacher. I didn't get a PhD, so I am not going around trying to teach people lessons. You know what I'm saying?
So when I was like saying all like the training point, I was talking shit because I'm trying to be funny, but like you're like, oh, you clearly, this nigga's joking. He's also clearly a fan.
I mean, you guys are comedians.
Yeah.
So, and to the way that clip I was posted on IG and it got taken down, and I reposted it on my Twitter, and there are a bunch of people who I follow who I love, but were like, oh my god, this is so musty, ew, gross, this is so disgusting. I thought it was hilarious. I don't like the word tranny. Like, obviously, like when we're seriously talking about it, like I don't like it, but it was obviously a joke, and it was same thing. The Dave Chappelle, like,
I was just gonna actually.
There are a lot of people. I feel like where we are right now. You see something on Twitter, you'll see a headline, and you read the comments below, and that's about the amount of information that you get. Like, people are not researching, people are not doing stuff. The people who I saw talking shit about the Dave Chappelle special clearly did not watch it because I went and I watched it. My roommate is a trans girl. We sat and watched it together. Were there a couple jokes that were definitely a little like, ooh.
Yeah.
But the majority of it was fucking hilarious. And at the end of it too, he says multiple times, like, I am not here to shit on trans people. Like, so y'all don't need to be attacking me.
Yeah.
And that's just real. Like, I think we are very sensitive, and I mean, not all the time. I don't want to seem like I'm blanketing everyone, but yeah, I think and I think that also comes from where I grew up. Like, I can see where people have good intentions.
Yeah.
So regardless of if Dave Chappelle, people were going off of like, oh, he's not telling the truth, he's lying, it does not matter. He's a comedian.
And
it's a fucking stand-up special. Like, yeah. And I think it's so ridiculous to take things out of context and then because even too, like, I could see how the one clip from the IG video, if you just watch that clip and you did not watch the other 40 minutes that he was talking about my penis, then you wouldn't, but you wouldn't get all of the love and admiration.
Fucking tongue in your mouth, though.
She's talking about what I said, bro. Could you imagine?
We don't have to. But no, I think that's an interesting response, and also like mature. People talk about a lot about like a privilege or whatever, like a white privilege, and I think I think white privilege is one facet of it is being able to have like your own unique thoughts, like, because I don't have to represent the group,
right?
So like you have to represent the group. If you know not, the group is going to be upset at you.
Yeah.
But the group also is under attack, so it's like, yo guys, even if we don't all agree exactly, let's kind of band together, do this. Black people have to do this. I'm sure you guys have that fucking pressure. Even you saying the stuff you said today, you're like, man, I dealt with so much fucking scrutiny.
Well, I know that there are people who are just not gonna fuck with me after this shit comes out. Like, just straight up. You feel me? And it's like, I make music, like I'm a rapper and shit. I know that there are niggas who aren't gonna work with me, who are gonna call me all types of names, and it just is what the fuck it is. You feel me? So
because you're deciding to be your unique self.
Yeah, and that's what, just like you said, it's like there's no monolith. There's no group, and that's what freed me. Like when I was younger, I felt like, oh, all black people, like
my skin folk or my kinfolk. And I love black people, right? But it's like, just because he's black, he doesn't have the best intentions for me. It's like, it's about character and about how people are treating you. And it's like, I'm just me. I'm just here being me. I'm doing me. If you don't want to date a trans person, you don't have to. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, like it's really, the shit is simple. Yeah. It's like, we just need to mind our own fucking business. Yeah. And I
get both sides. Like I get the trans community when they're like, yo, we need to band together because we got to fight this fight. But I also get the individual trans person who's like, I kind of think this is funny, even though it's about me. And so I understand. I have empathy for the internal struggle. And I have empathy for the person who goes, man, I don't necessarily want to be an activist, even though I know it's important. I got to support these people. I also just want to be Daisy. Yeah. Or I also just want to be Jaden. Or I also just want to be Deric or whatever. And that's a difficult thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're all the butt of the joke at some point.
Well,
like literally, like that's the whole point of comedy.
You can't laugh at someone else if you're not willing to laugh at yourself.
No, that's real. So I just, everyone's fighting. I don't want to fight. Everyone's fighting. Every group is fighting with each other. I don't want to fucking fight. Like, we can just have fun. And again, things are funny and everything's not that serious. I feel like I just see a lot of shit where, understandably, especially with trans women, like we want to be safe and stuff. Girl, you are not going to die every single time that you know, like you are not fighting for your safety every time. Maybe that's wrong of me to say. Maybe some people are.
If you live in Gotham.
But I feel you're not every You're right on every step.
Fighting Spider-Man.
Yeah, but it's, no, I feel like we should just be having more fun.
I think, well, I don't know. That's my hope always with this podcast is that like, you know, we have tons of different people come in here. We all have fun, and the commonality is we like busting balls and making jokes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of our goal. I don't like to state our goals like that because I don't want to be too preachy about it. But if that can kind of come across and we can create an environment where people are having fun, I think that we can do a lot more good than harm. But Al, you had a question.
Now, first off, thank you. I learned a lot. I was afraid of saying the wrong thing, so I was like worried. But I learned so much, and I feel a lot more comfortable, like just knowing more about your life coming up.
Right.
Pretty much. And you're hot, respectively.
Thank you.
I just, respect. I'm on board, guys. I'm on board. You transitioned pretty early, so this might not be the case, but can I hear your pre-transition voice?
I mean, I feel like I'm talking with it. Like I can make my voice deeper.
Yeah.
But I also
that was hot too. That was all hot, dog.
Did you like that? That's funny. Yeah. Well, I had like my Adam's apple removed, or not removed, but I had it shaved down.
I literally just saw the scar as you're talking. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, he's shocked. He just found out. I
don't think he's shocked. I think he's turned on again.
Yeah. I know.
I think he's the only person that can get hard.
I think he wants a bigger Adam's apple. I think he wants like an implant there.
I want an apple, dog.
No, literally. Yeah, no, my voice has pretty much been the same, and hormones don't really change your voice all that much. Oh. Yeah, and for me, it's actually been difficult trying to get my voice back because I got my Adam's apple situation done, and they told me also too because. I mean, I don't do it, but I sing, but I will not do it anywhere, but I sing. So I was very nervous about getting it done. My doctor told me that my voice would be back in 2 to 3 weeks. It's been 2 years now. Oh. And it's like, you know, like I can't like there's no falsetto. It doesn't connect. So my voice actually got deeper after I had the surgery. And there were a bunch of people who were like, wow, man. Like that's the number one comment that I get is on my voice.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you talk to the doctor about it and be like, yo, what's goody like?
No, I don't want to go through another surgery. Cause that's the thing is I have to go through another surgery. Or I mean, I've been taking voice lessons again, so I'm trying to like vocally train to get my shit back. But yeah, I just don't want to go through another surgery. Like I don't want to go through another surgery to then fuck it up again. Yeah.
Any other questions, guys?
Your eyes are beautiful.
Thank
That's
you
not
so
a question.
much.
Derek.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Thank you.
Anything else you'd like to say before we?
Oh yeah,
leave?
please
You
tell
you
them where
should
they
have the
can
final
see
word.
you. Like,
Oh yeah, obviously y'all can find me on OnlyFans.
yeah.
What's the OnlyFans?
That's a great show. OnlyFans.com/here on Neptune.
yeah,
Twitter here on Neptune.
what is
Twitter.
Here on
Oh yeah, what
Neptune?
is here on Neptune?
Well, that was the first. That was the first like account that my ex and I did back when we did the first Pornhub video.
Before you showed your face.
Yes. Yeah. So it was like, it literally was, and it doesn't mean anything. It's like an amalgamation of literally like band titles and words that we like put together. And we're like, oh, that sounds cool. So it really is nothing. But since then, people are like, oh, should I go to Mars? I'm like, well, I don't fucking know.
The fuck does that mean?
Niggas are so lame, bro.
Yeah, Uranus is right there. Come on, guys.
No, you don't want to make a joke about X93? No.
Yo, check out Daisy. Support Daisy.
Hell yeah.
Daisy, we love you. We rock with you
Thank
here,
you.
man.
I
Jaden,
love
thank
y'all
you
so
so
much.
much for
Hey,
coming
thank
on
you,
as well,
bro.
man.
Thank
It was
you,
great.
Remus.
Thank you guys for having us, for real.
Of course, and if y'all need anything, man, you let us know. Okay, this was awesome.
Yeah.
Now before we go, I think that it's only right that with Jaden's blessing, that we marry Deric and Daisy. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Right.
Have to.
Yeah.
No other
Into
choice.
the
With your
couple.
blessing,
Right.
Jaden.
Jaden,
Into the couple.
the realest one in the
The
room. bro.
realest one, man, because he just wants you to be happy.
I want you to live your dream, bro.
I'm trying to be like you, baby.
That's the number one black man compliment. Is I'm trying to be like
Daisy, how would you feel if I married you guys right now?
I don't think I have an option at this
You
point.
always have an option. You always have an
Always
for
here,
it.
you don't got no
Let's go
fucking
for it.
options. This is arranged.
Arrange it. Arrange it.
Okay, well, we're gonna Indian marry you right now.
Period.
Okay.
Y'all. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. I have the
Mark,
vows
are we
here.
ready? Do you have the vows ready?
Yeah.
Derek, do you take Daisy to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to love and cherish her in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto her for so long as you both shall live?
I fucking do.
Now you gotta ask Daisy.
Are we
Daisy.
supposed to hold hands?
Daisy, do you take Derek?
Do you agree with all that
You ever
shit
seen a kid meet Mickey Mouse for the first time?
Derek,
But it's cool. Both of us have clammy ass hands right now. So it's cool.
Derek's just wet.
I'm literally just
Got a
soaking.
colon on his hand,
Daisy,
bro.
do you believe all that stuff as well for Derek?
Yeah.
Okay.
For richer.
For Richard? For Richard. Okay. So without further ado, I pronounce you both husband and wife.
And T-wife. Yeah.
Yeah. And T-wife.
I'm T-husband too, bro. Fuck it.
You may now kiss the bride.
Oh, he's been waiting.
Daisy, I can't.
What?
Um,
I'm sorry.
What do you
Guys,
mean?
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Guys, Daisy, my heart belongs to another.
Yeah.
But my dick will always be yours.
I love that.
Guys, this has been an episode of Flagrant 2. We'll see you soon. Peace.